Good evening or good morning, and welcome to Girlfriend Minute. I am Shar.
And I'm Pascal.
How are you this fine morning at 12:53 a.m.?
It is 12:53. Yep, 7 minutes till 1 a.m.
Yeah, Mother's Day weekend. How are you today?
It is. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good today. A little
Yeah.
bit tired and it's been a long day today. I felt like the hours were just not going fast enough. But
Yeah.
it's ended. So, and I'm on a date with you. So, what more can I ask for?
What more could a girl want?
Exactly. What more could a girl want? So, I'm okay.
Let me break out my list.
Yeah. Well, I have a long one too, but we're not going to
We're
talk about
we're
that.
not going to go there. No,
Yeah.
no, no.
Yeah.
So, how was your work week? Well, I know you had a little gas scare.
Yes. So, my work week started out great. And then here comes Thursday. And, we were having a great lunch, getting things done and what have you. And then all of a sudden I see all these, fire trucks out there and stuff. And so, my nosy ass has to go over there and figure out what's going on. So I go and I sit down outside for a little bit, just watching these firefighters going from place to place and walking around. And then all of a sudden, the one turns to me and he was like, we're going to have you shut down and evacuate the building, please. And I'm like, well, what's going on? Ends up down at the coffee house, a couple doors down from here where I am. One of the workers that was working on the sidewalk, they were digging in through there, hit a gas pipe.
Of course.
So there was a gas leak and then I had to shut down. But I was okay. I was all
Yeah.
right. It's a day off, half a day off,
Half
half
a
a day
day.
off.
Yeah.
And yeah, I watched a little bit of Netflix waiting to hear stuff and heard that they were gonna work on the pipe till wee hours of the night and I'm like, okay, that's it. I'm gonna call it. We're shut down.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I posted, we're shut down. Sorry for the, disruption or whatever, but we'll be open today regular hours. So, yeah, but that was my week. And today's Friday, so thank God it's
It's
Saturday
Saturday
now, but
morning.
it was Friday. And we had a great day today. So,
Well, that's
yeah,
good.
I'm down a person. She is pregnant
Hmm.
and I guess had a little bit of a scare
Oh.
about 2 days ago. Ended up going to the emergency room. I think she was spotting,
Oh,
so they
yeah.
weren't sure what was
What
going to
was
happen.
happening? Yeah.
Yeah, so she texted and she said, I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to come to work for the next 8 months. So the doctor told her she had to rest. So we'll see.
How far along is she?
She's due in November.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's
So
gonna
isn't the
be a
husband
minute.
gonna come do dishes?
She's not married. That's her boyfriend, but
Oh,
no.
but he was, wasn't he?
No, not the dishes. It's this I have two people pregnant in here. I have the
Oh.
dishwasher who's pregnant, and then I have the cook girl who's pregnant.
Oh, so this is the cook girl.
Yes, this is
The
the cook girl.
dishwasher girl's fine. Her
Oh,
boyfriend comes and does
she's a
dishes.
champ.
Yeah.
She's a champ. Her husband comes in once in a while, but she's actually due next month.
Yeah.
But she's still working it out and moving around and,
Hey, I worked until the very day my water broke.
yeah, same,
So, yeah, I mean,
same.
gotta keep moving.
You do, and especially if you're used to that kind of activity, the cook girl, I don't think she's really used to that kind of activity. Plus she's like 41 years old, 42, so she's a little bit older, as far as being pregnant goes. So I think that's why the doctor, and she really wants to be careful with the pregnancy. So I told her she still has a job. And then in the meantime, funny thing, which I think like the planets are aligning. I don't know,
Yeah.
something's happening. But my nephew, he called me and told me that, asked me if I was looking for someone to work. So I said, absolutely. So I had an interview with him today, very polite gentleman. So, and I'd love to have a guy in here, waiter, because we're all women in here, you
Yeah.
know?
Except for that chef.
Well, I don't count him. He's a woman. I mean, he acts like a
It's like a
woman
woman.
as far as, yeah,
Well,
you
now, wait a
know.
minute.
Well, not like that. As far as being gossipy
Yeah.
and wanting to know the whole world and bitching all the fucking time, excuse my
Yeah.
language. Um, yeah, I don't really count him as that.
No.
But as far as waiter goes, I'd love to have somebody, talking to the customers who's a little bit different and
Yeah.
younger. He's
That's
younger,
cool. It's
so that's
cool.
nice. Yeah, a lot of
Yeah.
energy, happy. Happy faces, a lot of energy. He's Egyptian also,
Yeah.
so that kind of works on his behalf because he already knows all the food. I don't
Yeah.
have to really explain everything to him.
Yeah.
Although Lebanese and Egyptian don't necessarily always eat the same things, but there's similarities between
Mhm.
the foods,
Yeah.
So
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 I went
yeah,
to a Mediterranean restaurant with Danielle and her daughter this week, and we had grape leaves,
nice.
and we had baba ganoush,
Yes.
which I love,
Yes.
and I had Turkish ravioli, and she did too. And oh my gosh,
She had the same as you?
she did, yes.
Yeah.
And she actually found it on the menu before I got to it, and I was like, ooh. And I kept looking around at other stuff. I'm like, ooh. So I had
Yeah.
that.
Did you
Yeah.
like it?
Oh, yeah.
You loved
Oh,
it?
I.
Yeah, it's man too. So
Mhm.
we used to have a Turkish restaurant over here in Baltimore. So it takes about 45 minutes from Harrisburg to get to Baltimore. And we used to go eat over there. And sometimes they have like a smaller version of what you ate, the man too.
Mhm.
And it's absolutely amazing. I love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Well, I could have used a smaller version. By the time
Yeah,
I
oh
had
yeah,
two
it's
grape
filling.
leaves and I can just eat the baba ganoush. I'm good. I
Oh, I know. I
don't need
know.
anything else. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go see if I can just buy a container of it at the market tomorrow.
Yeah,
Just
I'm
bring it
sure you
home.
can. Yeah.
Because they actually have a grocery store attached.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
perfect.
except unless it's pre-made, I don't know what I'm getting.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. Well,
yeah.
sometimes I'll sit up in here too and I'll do the same thing, just the baba ganoush, that's it.
And
That's enough
veggies,
for me. And veggies.
breadsticks. Yep.
Yes, I
Mhm.
like to eat it with
I mean,
cucumbers mainly.
yep. But
Yeah.
their bread was delish too, and I was like,
Is it homemade in-house? Yeah, see. I wish I had that here. I wish I had the space that I could do that here. I would love to do it.
yeah.
So I'm sure they had what we call lahm bajin, which is a kind of like a meat pie, an open meat pie, pizza looking thing.
Yes, they do.
They did.
They
You
did.
should try that next time.
I
Theirs is
will.
amazing.
Yeah,
Yes.
I wanted the spinach one. I was debating.
Oh yeah, squeeze the lemon on it and
Mm-hmm.
wrap it up. Oh my God. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
So when I used to go out, we used to order all these different foods and we kind of shared them.
Yeah, that's what I want to do is
Yeah.
share.
Yeah. So, and then that way we have a little bit of everything. But
Yep.
I'm glad you had a good experience.
Yeah, it was good. I'd been
Yeah.
curious about it and I would forget about it because it's out of my way. It's not, but
Hmm.
I passed by it on my way to and from Pilates. And it's always busy. So I was like, hey, let's go try this just to get out and go try this. And it
And
was,
Danny liked it?
oh, yeah.
Yeah. Good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Very good. Yeah.
Delicious.
Yeah.
I mean, now we're going to have to compare grape leaves.
No, mine are better.
I'm sure. I have no
I'm not
doubt.
comparing. Mine are better. I already know.
We
No,
already know.
yeah, I don't know if it depends on if they get theirs from a can or if it's homemade. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't either.
Was the rice inside mushy?
There was nothing that I recall mushy. No,
Okay. All right. So then maybe they make it homemade.
maybe.
Yeah, because usually if you make it homemade, the rice inside is not going to be that mushy.
Yeah, but if it's in a can, it's been sitting in the
It's
juices and it gets, yeah.
yes, yes, and it gets that like very soft, super soft texture.
Yeah.
So it's almost like rice,
Mush.
but I mashed, yeah,
Mash,
mashed
yeah.
rice in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a mashed
Yeah.
potato. Yeah, were they lemony? Did they taste really good?
They were
Did-
good. I don't know that I would say they were lemony.
Okay, so
They
it's on
were good.
us.
Um, I was a little shocked at the filling. I thought it was lighter in color. I mean, the color of it was lighter.
Okay,
It was, I don't know. I just thought it was a little different than what I was expecting and had in the past. So
what did they have inside?
I
Rice,
don't,
obviously.
yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know. I just saw it on the menu. I'm like, oh, well, we got to try that.
Okay.
I don't
Well,
read the
then,
description. I just like go by
yeah,
the picture.
yeah. Well, next time I'm down there, I'll have to grab a couple jars and make some, and then you can determine
Yeah,
for yourself.
yeah. I don't remember, and they were good. They were just a little different than what I was expecting. So,
Sure,
but
sure.
the baba ganoush, oh
Oh, you love
yes,
that baba ganoush?
I
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
Hmm.
Their baba ganoush is a little bit different because they add yogurt to theirs, but
Yeah,
it's still amazing.
it's delish, and it
Did
was
they have,
garlicky, and you could just,
was it?
oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Did they have a beet appetizer?
I don't remember.
Don't remember. Okay, if you ever, I don't know if you're a fan of beets. Like, I'm not a big fan of beets,
I'm okay
okay?
with beets.
But I'm okay with them, right? And so the way they do their beets as an appetizer, if you like the baba ganoush, you're gonna love those beets.
Yeah.
Like, I just tear them up. They're that good.
Really?
Yeah, it's
All
that
right.
good. I love
Well,
it.
I was looking at the appetizers, and then they had their cold appetizers like on a
Yes.
back page, and then they had, and I was just like, why are they just not all together?
Right.
I
Yeah.
thought, because I said to Danielle, I'm looking for baba ganoush, they don't have it, and then finally I got up to the last page of the menu, I was like, oh, there it is.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
my menu has hot and cold on either side, and
yeah,
it's on one page. You could see it.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
So I just don't remember because I was searching. So I
Hmm.
wanted that baba ganoush, and I was really disappointed when I didn't think it was there. So
Oh, well, thank God it was.
I know I was devastated. There were gonna be words. I was gonna be like, "Where's your baba
Yeah.
ganoush? You gotta
Right
have
now,
some."
give it to me. Yeah.
So yeah, so it was
Oh,
good. It was good. Definitely will go
good.
back.
Good.
Definitely will
Good.
go back.
Yeah, if Turkish food is done well,
Hmm.
and prepared well, it's amazing. I love it.
Yeah, and then well, you took us to that one Turkish place in New York. That was good.
Yes, yes.
I mean, we did the whole big Lebanese, the big
We did.
you
You remember
ordered, and
that?
they, oh yeah,
Yes.
that was like one of the
Yeah.
best meals I've ever had. And then we
Yes.
did another night the Turkish place, which was wasn't it just down the road from it or
Yeah.
something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't that
And
far.
I remember the tea and the flipping over the cups.
Yes. You
Yes,
remember
and then
that? Yes.
yes, and you read the inside.
Reading the
Yeah.
inside.
So
Yeah.
I didn't see anyone doing that there. I'm like, I'll get the tea if you're gonna flip over the cup and read it.
Right.
I want someone to read it. I didn't see
Sometimes
anyone
they
reading.
have, yeah, sometimes
Yeah,
they have people there that do it, and
yeah,
then sometimes they just, they
yeah.
don't.
I
So,
didn't see anyone else doing it, so I was like, I guess
yeah,
I could have asked. So do any of
it
you
could
read
have.
the cups? Do you read
Well,
them?
it's funny because they ask here.
Do they?
Yeah, Iman reads cups.
Yeah, you said she did, but she
Yeah,
stopped kind of doing it.
she stopped. Yeah, she's really good at it though.
Yeah.
She's very precise.
Wow. So now I
So,
got to
yeah,
come up there and I got to have her
and
do
read
that
your.
for me.
That's correct. Yes.
Yeah.
You didn't know
Yeah.
you had to do that? Yes, you do have to do that.
It's on my list. I will
Okay.
recruit Danny and we will be on our way.
Yes, please. It'll be a lot of fun up here.
Yeah.
We can
So,
go everywhere.
well, the times I've been there, my ex best friend never wanted to like go do anything more than Amishy stuff, and so I've done my
Ugh,
fill of Amish. However, I don't mind buying like some of the jarred things because it's some of
sure.
it's good, but I want to go see like the Liberty Bell and things and see
Oh yeah,
things.
Philadelphia. You go to
Yeah,
Pittsburgh,
yeah,
enjoy. There's so many things to do. So too
yeah.
many things to do in Pennsylvania.
So
More than they lead on.
I never got to see any of that or do any of that all the times I was there.
Hmm.
And
I
I would
mean,
want
you know,
to.
it's
I
of
like to.
course, of
Yeah.
course. I mean, it's a bit of a drive because
Eh,
I know who you're talking about, but some people care about it, some people don't care. Like me personally, I don't care. I'll drive to the ends of the earth if I'm gonna go have
well,
fun.
my thing is if you have company and they're interested in doing this,
Yeah,
you got to be a little accommodating.
absolutely.
Like, if you came here and you wanted to go to Disney, I'd say, okay, we'll drive the 3 hours to Disney because that's what it
Yeah.
takes now with traffic and stuff.
Yes.
And it takes about 3 hours. It's not an hour and 45 minutes anymore.
Oh
It's
my gosh.
it's an extra hour. Yeah. So, because you're a guest here, I'm accommodating. So it's just common courtesy. So, but that wasn't always the case. So
Well, yeah, you would think it was
again,
common.
yeah.
You would
So,
think so, but no.
yeah.
I would be
So
accommodating. Like, for example,
I
I
want to
would,
come do some touristy things.
yes, take you everywhere in Pennsylvania. We might go to Virginia. We might go to Maryland. We might go to, there's so many places. Like, the best thing about living in PA is that all these places that you can go to.
That you
It's
can
a
get
little bit
out.
of a drive, but you can get out and go to. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah. So I'd
Yeah.
like to do that one day before you move down here.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah, I
Big
threw that in
smile.
there.
Big smile.
Just slid that right in. I just
Yes. Yeah, you have to, or else you're
eased
gonna
it
miss out.
eased it right in, didn't I?
You sure did. Yeah, no,
Oh,
I'm still working on all of that. I'm trying to, trying to find a remote job to do. Like I told you before, I need some stupid job. I need a job that I don't have to think
well,
too much about. Just do
it's
my job
okay.
and be
It's
done.
it's okay to think if because you got to make the money to pay the bills and travel.
Yeah.
So it's okay to think as long as you clock out
Yeah, that's it.
and you don't have all
Exactly.
that weight weighing on you. You come
Correct.
in, you report to somebody, you do the work, and you get the hell out. Yep.
And you get the hell out, and then you have the rest of your day to do whatever the heck you want.
Yeah.
And
So
that's exactly what what I want to do. So I've been
yeah.
looking, I've
Yeah.
been looking. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
You just got to keep at it.
Yep.
I'm a big believer in where there's a will, there's a way.
Yes.
I need to practice that a little bit more for myself, but I've been working on things, getting things cleared up, and those are all things not any longer looking at me in the face, staring me down.
Yeah,
So it makes a
absolutely.
difference for moving on.
Yeah.
So
Putting that check mark next to those things that you have, it's wonderful. I love
yeah,
it.
so
Yeah.
I'm working on it, my dear. So I posted the question, when it comes to relationships, how do you know when enough is enough? So what's funny about this is I post this on the girl pages, the Girlfriend Minute page and the Sassy Girl group page that I created for all this.
Yeah.
And sometimes when people are just looking at it and don't really want to participate, I post it on my page and I get answers from both men and women. And so then they're like, oh, I'm so sorry you're going through this. And I'm so, so while I appreciate the sweet, thoughtful sentiments, I want everyone to know and understand I do not ever post my personal life on Facebook. If I tell you in a conversation, that's different. You won't see it on Facebook.
Right.
So, I replied to, well, this is a question for some research or work I do or something like I forget how I proceeded it to someone that we went to school with.
Okay.
And yeah, so it's it was just I found it kind of funny because
Yeah, it's like a statistical question.
yeah, and what did they say? Shar, today's that day. I'm sorry you're going through this. Extra prayers, positivity, and loving thoughts coming your way. You are strong and deserve only the best. I said, I appreciate it, but this question is posted for gathering information. That's what I said. You get all the same love. Happy to hear you're not hurting. I said, thank you.
Oh, well, that's good. That's nice and positive.
Look at these. Look at this from Florida.
Oh, get out.
And I can't get this because of all the lights in my backyard.
Oh, look at that one. Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Well, I'm gonna test it out. If you get a picture from me, you'll know.
Well, I'm going to go out too again and try again.
Yeah, they don't shut down those lights around your house?
I
No?
don't believe they shut down the big lights now.
Okay. Well, I'll
There's
try
some
out
that
here.
are
We have a
like
lot
on
of
the stadium
clouds.
lights that come on and
Yeah.
off for events, but then there's other bigger lights that just seem to kind of stay on that
Oh,
light up the
okay.
school
Sure. Sure.
for
Yeah,
security and
we've been having rain the past couple days, so there's a lot of clouds and everything up in the sky. You can't even see a gosh darn star anywhere. So, I don't know. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try to go to a more open place and just snap a picture and see what happens.
yeah, I probably should have gone to the beach.
Oh
Um,
yeah, that's an open, very open place. Yeah. Well, test it
uh,
out.
yeah, so um anyways, so I just thought I wanted to kind of touch base on that because I just thought, he's being supportive and he thought it involved me. It's more gathering information.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had some other guy make a comment on one of my posts and he privately messaged me, you're going through some blah, blah, blah. I said, he goes,
No.
he even said, and seeing how you don't have any women pages that you've created. I'm like, really?
What?
Yeah. So
Okay.
I had to fix that.
Yeah.
I said, actually, I do, but thank you. And I
Yeah.
haven't heard from him since. So
The
worked out
end.
the end.
Yes. Yes.
So how do you know when enough is enough besides the fact that you wanted to choke him or something? I don't know what you said
Yeah.
earlier.
Earlier I said that if he gets me to the point where I want to choke him, then enough is enough. So it could be every day. I don't know. It could be in 5 minutes. I don't know. No, for me, respect is a big, huge deal when it comes to being in a relationship. And if he shows me that there is no respect, no matter how long we've been in a relationship. It could be a couple weeks, and he'll show me right away that there's no respect. That's enough for me. Lying is another one for me. That's a big one beside the respect. Uh, if somebody lies, because I've had relationships where I've been lied to before, so that's why that strikes me very hard.
Yeah.
Um, Lying is one, because I know myself and I know that I would not be able to trust a word. Even if I forgave him, I already know that I wouldn't be able to trust a word
Well,
that
it
he
leaves a
says.
scar mark.
It
Yeah.
does. And I have too many of those lying scars. So, uh, that would be enough for me.
Yeah.
Um, those are my two main ones. Um, and then of course cheating would be another one.
Yeah.
That's for an hoping that's for everybody, but also, you know, if you can build your relationship and you're okay with that, then that's okay for
Well, there's
you.
some
For
people that
me,
work
no.
through things. Yeah, it's different for everybody.
Yeah, for
So,
me, no, I can't. But
we know how we are. So,
yeah, I know myself, so I know
yeah.
that I wouldn't be able to tolerate it.
Yeah.
I'll be like so sarcastic and making stupid shit if he ever talked to me, like that. Like after I caught him cheating or after I caught him, like I know myself.
Yeah.
I just know
Yeah.
it's not going to be pleasant.
No, it's
You're not going to like me by the end of 5 minutes.
right. Guarantee you.
So,
I guarantee you. So,
yeah. Yeah.
yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
So, so I posted that question, and so the top one, which is the big one for me, is when you dread seeing them instead of looking forward to it, it's over. For me, it's, when you dread, it can be when you dread seeing them, when you dread going home, because
Yeah.
you're going to see them, but also just
Hmm.
other things involved in it. Um, yeah, it just, when you rather stay at work than come
Well,
home
yeah,
to
that's a
your
big
sanctuary,
right.
yeah, that's a huge, huge thing.
Yeah.
And that's a big sign. So don't talk yourself out of it.
Yeah, no, don't.
Um, Someone then replied, right there with you, the moment you find yourself throwing your head back and sighing after making plans. So you make plans and you're like, oh, why'd I do that?
Right.
I didn't feel like doing that. Didn't want to do that with them.
Right. Right.
You know, there you go. So when you don't want to spend the time to maintain,
Yeah.
it's time to move
Time
on.
to end it. Yeah.
You know, maybe when love isn't enough anymore, sometimes no matter how much you push through with all the love that you have, it might just not work out. Well,
And I agree with that.
I have learned as you've gotten older, the old saying, sometimes love isn't enough. That's
Yeah.
very true.
It is very true.
It
Yeah.
is very true.
Yeah. That's why I said my first thing would be respect. If there wasn't any respect there, like I can find love wherever. I love myself. But at the same time, if there's no respect there, um, what the love isn't gonna make it be respectful, or it's not gonna.
Well, yeah, I would imagine as the respect leaves and other things leave, the love is leaving too. It's all kind
Absolutely.
of all together connected.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, there's something that has happened, or you just grow apart and things change.
Well, you do, especially if you've been together for such a long time, you grow up. Back in the day when people used to get married when they were young, and it was always frowned upon, in their I don't know, 18, 17, 18, 19. And it was frowned upon to get a divorce.
Hmm.
Divorce, oh my God, don't ever say that word. You have
Yeah.
to stick with this person through thick and thin, no matter what they do to you. Same like for men and women. Um, but that was back in the day. And can you imagine like growing older with this person and then your mind changes, his mind changes? I don't know how they did it back then. I really don't.
I don't
It's
either.
tough. Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, I mean, some way back then they were getting married at 15, 16.
My grandmother did. Yeah, she
Yeah,
was
so
15.
yeah, wasn't thinking about getting married at 15 or 16.
No, not at all.
Uh,
Not during our times.
no, when the love is gone, when you just don't care about seeing them anymore, you don't want to hear from them, and you don't even like them.
Oh, wow.
If you don't like them, yes, that's a big sign.
It's
But
powerful.
it is powerful. If you don't want to hear from them, you don't want to see them, you rather make plans with other people, spend your
Yeah.
time with other people.
Enough is enough.
There you go. Enough is enough. And here you go. When you spend more time hoping for better days than actually enjoy your time with them. So,
Yeah, this is true. Yeah.
yeah,
Your mind
very
goes
true.
elsewhere.
Yep. Um, when when bringing stray dogs into the house has been discussed and ruled out as an option, yet it keeps happening. So I am assuming that he wasn't a fan of her little rescue she had going on, apparently.
I guess not.
So, sorry about your luck.
Yes.
Sometimes randomly come home with a dog. I shouldn't, but whatever. That's how I ended up with 4, but that's a whole other
Yeah.
story. Yeah, been there, done that.
Yeah. Well,
The people walk in, they're like, "Where'd that dog come from?" I'm like, "Well, whose is that?" Well,
mine. It's mine now.
yeah, he lives here now.
Yes.
He's okay with
Surprise.
it. He's okay with it. So.
Exactly. Oh.
Yeah, when you start fantasizing about a life alone, or you find yourself flirting with or being attracted to other people, when you start keeping a tally of all the stupid little things that bother you about them. Source: I've been through 3 major breakups in my adult life, all initiated by me. All 3 were difficult, but each was a little less difficult because I could see the signs and didn't let it drag out too long. I'm now happily married and have kids with my significant other of almost 8 years. I'm a guy aged 35. I appreciate his answer
I do
because
too. He gave all the info.
he gave all the info. He's a guy,
Yes.
he's 35, he's with his significant other, he's happily married, he has these kids. He went through this, he touched base on the scenarios he'd been through and lived and
Yes.
learned. So thank you for that. I appreciate that. It answered all the
Definitely.
questions instead of causing more questions.
Right.
Of us going, what do they mean? Because
Yeah.
I want to know.
Yeah, exactly.
Here you go. This is you when they stop respecting you and your opinions.
Yeah. Yeah. They don't listen to you sometimes when they're not even listening. Like you're talking and you're blah 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 blah. Don't you remember this conversation? Like, no.
Oh, no. They never remember any
No.
conversation of any significance.
No, never.
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 Never. But they
You're
can draw up
always
a
wrong
show.
and you're crazy and I didn't say that. I didn't mean that. It didn't happen like that.
Yeah,
Always.
that's gaslighting.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it is. It's gaslighting. Yeah. When you're spending time with them and find yourself thinking about how much you're looking forward to spending time on your own again, if you don't enjoy being around them in general. That's true.
Well, yeah, that's definitely enough is enough there. It's time to go.
When the person can't stand even hearing your name. And then he wrote, and I didn't write it down, and it was a guy, nasty bitch after that.
Okay.
So apparently she had had enough.
I guess so.
And I don't know what caused it. I don't know what caused that remark, that comment.
We need more info.
Yeah.
We
Needs
need
to take
more
a lesson
info.
from that other guy.
Yes.
When you feel utterly drained, that is true. When you feel emotionally just, I have no more to give. Why am I here? What am I doing? I want to run away.
I've been in one of those relationships too. Yeah.
You emotionally unplug, right?
I did.
Yeah.
I did. I emotionally unplugged. I just didn't really care anymore. Not the way that I used to. You get tired. You just can't. Sometimes I found myself telling him, why can't you just be a normal person? Is that so difficult? But it is difficult. That's the problem.
Yeah.
So, and then what is normal? I know everybody's like, what's normal to you is different normal to me. And that's fine. And I get it and I understand. But I'm talking about
there's a basic.